Hey guys, welcome to Barcelona United. Welcome to another video. And oh me, how many times can I do this video? Oh my god, I don't know how many times I've been trying to do this recording and I've yelled and I probably cannot speak very long. So let's get into the video. Barcelona 3, Liverpool 0, and we beaten Liverpool at the Camp Nou in the Champions League semi-final by 3-0, and I don't know what happened in this game. I genuinely have no idea. What on earth did I just witness for 90 something minutes of football? This was unbelievable. Like, I was having a heart attack. Like, the intensity of this game was absolutely unreal. It was really it wasn't good to watch. It was really frustrating to watch at times, and I was gonna have a heart attack. Now, mentioning the heart attack, really quick, I want to say my whole support for the family and Tweaker Casillas, that he had a heart attack today. He had to get driven to the hospital. I wish him all the best, and I know that he's kind of recovered, or he's not in any danger, so really grateful for that. Now let's get into the video. Before I start talking about the game, let's get on with the lineups, because Ernesto Valverde opted to start with a lineup of Marc-André ter Stegen in net, a defense of Sergi Roberto, Gerard Piqué, Clement Lenglet and Jordi Alba, a midfield of Arturo Vidal, Ivan Rakitic, Sergio Busquets and Felipe Coutinho, and a forward line of Luis Suarez and Lionel Messi. Now, Jurgen Klopp opted to go with Alisson, a defense of Joe Gomez, Joel Matip, Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robertson. Then you had a midfield 3 or 4-ish of Naby Keita, Fabinho, James Milner and Gini Wijnaldum as that false 9, number 10-ish position. And then you had Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah as the forwards. Now, getting started with the lineup from Barcelona before I discuss Liverpool's lineup. Barcelona opted to start with what I thought at the beginning was our best bet to go ahead in this game, and I think we can all agree that the moment that you give up on having Arthur in midfield, you're giving up possession. You're giving up playing like Barcelona, and we're just gonna play very physically, trying to match them. And I think very accurately, we did what we had to do. We played to do what we had to do, and it still wasn't great. We still suffered a lot, but if there is something that we learned in this game, is that we suffered. And this game was a game where we had to suffer, where we were gonna struggle. It wasn't a game where we were gonna get every single thing going our way. A lot of things went our way, and we were very fortunate at times also. I have to say that, again, I am so sorry to be hammering this player over and over and over again, but Felipe Coutinho I didn't notice him in the field. He didn't do anything. Like, we were playing with 10 for the first until he left the game and Nelson Semedo came in. We were playing with 10. It was that bad. Like, you just couldn't notice him in the field. Like, he's not a winger. Again, I don't know why we keep trying to play him as a winger. He's not a winger. In this kind of games, he cannot do anything because he's not in his physically capabilities to do anything in that position. He's not strong enough and he's not fast enough. He's not explosive enough. But I have to say, for me, the man of the match of the humans that were playing today, because we all know Lionel Messi is not human, the man of the match for me has to be Jordi Alba. What an engine. What a machine. Like, he was running up and down the field, anticipating for defenses, tackling interceptions. Like, he was running up for the attacks. Fantastic stuff. Gerard Piqué, really good today again. Struggled at some points, but again, we the same thing. We climb along late, did what they could. It's not their fault that they're just not able to match Salah or Mane in speed. I think Club Malong is going to have a lot of nightmares of Mohamed Salah coming up in the game at Anfield, because that was terrific to watch. He was ripping. I think in the first half, Mohamed Salah was ripping everything to shreds. He was just gliding past everyone. It was like watching another team having like a Lionel Messi like ish player. Oh, that was horrific to watch. Like, experiencing that was not fun at all. Then we had Sergio Roberto again struggling a lot with Sadio Mane. I don't think that we should have started with Sergio Roberto in the as a fullback. I think we should start with Semedo, a lot faster, a lot more like explosive, that can deal with Sadio Mane maybe, and Andrew Robertson. But in general line, Sergio Roberto did what he could, took generally good decisions. Sergio Busquets, he was a lot better in this game. His defensive reading was alright. He was starting our attacking plays, cleaning up plays, but it wasn't that great. I think even Rakitic, he was alright. Nothing too bad or too good to say about even Rakitic. His performance was alright. Arturo Vidal, again, intensity 110%, fantastic to watch. It wasn't as accurate in some of the things that he did today, but you know, the amount of intensity that he gave us the muscle that we needed to compete with Liverpool, because in midfield we were going to struggle if we had Arturo in midfield today. Although we could have had him instead of Felipe Coutinho, and that would have been a lot more of a better match for Barcelona. But yeah, we tried to match Liverpool in fitness and in physical ability, and we were just not able to, because we don't have those players to do that kind of, to keep up with that amount of play. Then we had Luis Suarez, fantastic Luis Suarez, running up to players, being a pain in the ass the whole game, scoring a goal, good runs in behind, good link-up play, fantastic Luis Suarez, cannot say anything about him. And then we have the GOAT. We have Lionel Messi, the best player of all time, the best player that it will ever be. There will not be anyone better than Lionel Messi, in my opinion, at least on my lifetime, because what he did today, without him being the best performance from Lionel Messi that we've ever seen, or one of his best ever performances, that just tells you how good he is, because he was hands down better than everyone else in the pitch, and yet wasn't even close to one of his best performances. He wasn't even close to one of great Messi-esque performances. So he scored a fantastic free kick. Talking about that free kick, what an amount of quality was there! Like, to have like the guts to do that. So good from Lionel Messi. Then his goal wasn't too anything too spectacular. Took it well. Wasn't there much to do. He should have scored that. He scored it. Fantastic. He leaves with 2 goals, a bunch of dribbles. He was dribbling past everyone. And to be honest, Messi needs help. Like, he cannot do everything on his own. There's no player that can do everything on their own. He needs help. He was gliding past 3 and 4 players, and then he was running just into brick walls because there was no one to support him. But you know, it wasn't an easy game for us. We had to struggle. We struggled. We got the result. We got lucky in some opportunities. Liverpool definitely had chances to score. Mane had a clearish one, similar to our goal. James Milner had, I think, a really clear chance to score in front of Ter Stegen. Then Mohamed Salah hit the post. We were lucky. In the Champions League, you need to have luck. I think that everything is lining up for us. We had a lot of luck today, and overall, we had a good performance. Now, let's take the game to Anfield and hope to get a result where we are able to go through to the next round of the UEFA Champions League to reach the final at the Wanda Metropolitano. Now, talking about Liverpool, the goalkeeper was fine. Both goalkeepers did an alright job. Not any mistakes that I can clearly tell. Virgil van Dijk was absolutely fantastic today. Like he was just a brick wall. You couldn't go past him. Like, the goals, I don't think were really his fault. He did as much as he could. Joel Matip, he was the weakest link in the team. You could tell he was, but again, After just some misses, not much to talk about. Joe Gomez, I think that he was Jurgen Klopp was keeping caution of Jordi Alba, and I think that's why Trent Alexander didn't play today. But I don't know, I would feel a little bit hard done by that. One of the most important games of the season, you don't get to feature, but I think smart for Jurgen Klopp to keep Jordi Alba a little bit quiet today. Then you had a midfield of James Milner, Naby Keita, Fabinho, and Gini Wijnaldum, and it was alright. It did what it had to do. It pressured very intense during the whole game. A lot of work ethic, really good intensity, pressuring high up the field. Very unfortunate that Naby Keita had to be substituted out for Jordan Henderson, because I think that broke a little bit of the pressure from Liverpool. I think that after that they lost their ball progressive player in Naby Keita. I think that Andy Robertson from the left wing back spot was absolutely fantastic. Like, for me, the second best left back in the world and the second best fullback in this season so far. His performances have been absolutely fantastic throughout the season, and today he was ripping Sergio Roberto a new one. It was really uncomfortable for us, but again, we dealt with it. We had a little bit of luck, and we managed to get a 3-0 result. Then we had the likes of Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah, who did what they could. Mohamed Salah again today was fantastic. He was doing everything right. Sadio Mane the same. He was just a pain in the ass constantly. That amount of speed running in behind the defense, it was just really, really dangerous. And maybe that would be a lesson for Ernesto Valverde to maybe use the likes of Malcolm and Dembele that way. Not just every time going central, asking the ball to feet. No, you can run in behind, go get in behind, like, you know. Now, the game had phases. I think during the first half it was a little bit more contested. Like, I don't think there was a clear superior team. Maybe Barcelona were a little bit more superior than Liverpool, but in the second half there was just no contest. It was Liverpool running the show. We couldn't dominate, and well, I have to say something really negative right now, although it should be a happy day and there should be no negativity. It's about the likes of Ousmane Dembele, because I think you all know what you're gonna know what I'm gonna say right now. You cannot, in a Champions League semi-final, miss that chance at the end of the game that you missed. You cannot be giving Alisson a ball running at 1 mile per hour right at his hands. Like, what? What was he doing? You had both corners to pick. You're great with both feet. You had time and space. There was no one anywhere near you, and you do that? Like, why? I just think Dembele has a problem where his body is not in sync with his mind. Like, I'm sure he wanted to do something while his body maybe is moving a little bit too fast for him, because he did something completely different to what I think he was gonna do, to what he should have done. And he had another one previous to that okay, yeah, he tried, the shot went away. He only had warmed up and he just came on. He didn't have rhythm of competition, but that chance at last, you have to score that. It has to go in. It's a very clamorous chance that you should have scored. And I hope that maybe if we're gonna keep playing with 4 in midfield, maybe Ousmane Dembele can play at Anfield a little bit more than 2 or 3 minutes, because I think it will be a lot beneficial for us to see that happen, to attack the space, because they're gonna have to come at us. And I think having a player like that will be a precaution, that you cannot just clearly go up the attack, because you're gonna get hurt by the speed of Ousmane Dembele. I think that it can be a real good tool for us in the coming game against Liverpool at Anfield. Now, I think the likes of Nelson Semedo, when he came on, he gave us a lot of depth. He gave us what Jordi Alba was giving us in the other wing, and I think with Sergio Roberto, he's a really good midfielder, like getting inside the box and participating in play. I think that was a lot better for us in terms of our play increase, and there's not much to say after that. I think that if we are this season, it just matters to win any way we can. Like, we just have to win any way that is possible to win. But next season, I'm hoping that I can see a better Barcelona that's able to dominate possession with the ball, It's able to generate a lot of chances and not concede many. But this season I'll take it. Any result right now that will make us go through, I'll take it. But next season I hope that with Arthur, Frankie de Jong, Busquets, I get to see a Ricky Puig, I get to see a better Barcelona. But overall, real good result. Not much to say after that. And let's hope that we can get another result at Anfield where we go to the Champions League final and meet one of Tottenham or Ajax at the Wanda Metropolitano. Leave me your comments in the comment section below. What do you think about the game? I know that the 3-0 is a little bit more exaggerated than what it needs to be, but great result. What do you think about the game? Leave me your comments in the comment section below. Who you want to start in the next game? Leave it in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one, Blaugranas.